legendary teacher and long drive hitter Mike Austin used to talk about a lot of different interesting concepts, such as the swinging spine and the free release of the hands. In this video, we're going to cover two concepts, two ideas that I don't think he ever talked about before. You can call them secrets if you want. These are things that absolutely he did in his swing, every swing, and I'll show you video of it. But he just didn't really focus on talking about them. They're super important for your swing, and right after this, let's talk all about it. Hey, this is Steve from HitItLonger.com. I'm on a journey to hit longer and straighter from tee to green. If you're on that journey too, then please feel free to hit the bell notification, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get up over 10,000 subscribers. Let's hope that you can be the lucky 10,000. You might win something, no, probably not, but let's get into the two concepts. So you'll see here I've got my handy chair. Now, I prefer something a little bit taller normally that will hit me, but a shorter person could use a folding chair like this to hit them right in the buttocks. So the first concept that Mike employed, but he didn't ever really talk about, was the concept of keeping a constant tail line. He talked all the time about the swinging spine, but he didn't talk that much about, especially on the downswing, how here I'm in my right post. I'm now going to step over to the left post, unwind the torso, but notice how my butt line stays constant along this chair. In fact, in a perfect world, I would love to see my tush line actually back up an inch. Notice how I'm gently lifting the chair here, squatting against it, and then lifting it off the ground slightly. You see, we now know, based on really cool testing that really smart people have been doing, that the average guy on tour, well, the center of his pelvis actually moves back away from the ball maybe a half inch to an inch during the downswing. It's real interesting. And here up in the corner of the screen, let's take a look at what we call a young Mike Austin. I think he was maybe, I don't know, 35, 40 years old in this video. We call that young Mike Austin because everything we know about him, he was 60 and older. So I'm gonna kind of loop this a couple times, and I've got the line drawn, you'll see, right through his backside. And you can see from this angle that tush line just simply stays back. The enemy, of course, is for the tush line to pop forward, which could happen if I'm shifting my weight to the done-away concept of 10 o'clock, which a lot of people have misinterpreted. That would look like this. And notice how my body straightens up, I get tall. A lot of bad things are going to happen from there. It's going to really curtail your distance, but especially your accuracy. Your consistency will really go away because you'll go anywhere from a high heel block to a quick hook. The club face will have way too much play through the impact zone. So instead of that, we like to use the natural physics of the circle and keep the butt line constant in terms of front to back on this plane. Okay, that'll help us maintain the original bow of the hip that we started with that address. There's a reason we were bent it that much, because we'd like to be hitting the ball at that angle as well. So the second concept that Mike Austin did on every swing, but I don't ever remember him talking about it, is how the hands and the handle of the club need to work around to the left after impact. So once I've gone through the ball, my hands need to be working, continuing around the arc that they started in here, continue to arc as the handle of the club moves left and up and back into me again. That accelerates the club head and gives it squaring force as well. So again, I've gone through the ball, hitting up and square. Now, rather than the handle chasing out to center field this way, or even worse, out to the right, the handle of the club right here needs to work back around to the left. Again, I'm going to put up video up here in the corner of Mike repeatedly getting his club handle to continue to swing around in an arc to where you can see his arms and club head kind of disappear behind his body early in the follow-through. What's interesting is that Mike did mention sometimes how he wanted his hands to come out this way and his club to cross the flight line, but it's simply impossible to hit the ball consistently and straight. That would also make your path be too far into out. So if we're going to hit it straight to straight and really hit a lot of fairways, the hands just have to work around to the left. So hey, let me know what you think about these two ideas. If you either studied with Mike or you're just an aficionado and you've watched all of his videos, what do you think about this? You've seen in the videos the absolute proof that this is the way Mike did it, but he just never really talked about these two things. Let me know if you ever heard him, because I never did. Hey, again, this is Steve. Please check out the links in the description below and get my freebies, my free ebook, and my free anti-slice video. And hopefully I'll see you longer and straighter down the fairway. Thanks.